Now, this part may be a little far-fetched, could possibly be true, but also could possibly be false because the author doesn't reference who he has gotten this information from, but we shall continue. The author says the sad money was directed for more violence, basically saying they would pay a fighter to break another fighter's arm or to knock another fighter out, kind of like putting a hit out on a fighter in the cage. Such was the case for light heavyweight Lyoto Machida, who was secretly contracted to earn an additional $100 grand for every fight he won by knockout or submission. And for you UFC fans out there, Lyoto Machida made Randy Couture look like he didn't know what he was doing and knocked him out. It's crazy. The author does not clarify where he received this information, but he puts it in the book on page 138. Usually he would say according to, and then quotes the source he's referencing to that he got the information from, but in this case he leaves his sources disclosed. The author speaks on sponsorship deals, which went very well at first, with companies paying fighters to advertise their company on the fighters' shorts, their shirts, baseball caps, and more. Fighters would sell small spaces on their fighter shorts for advertising purposes with a company's logo looking like a NASCAR jacket. According to Mike Swick, he says, and I quote, "I had like 10 to 15 patches on my shorts. I looked like NASCAR. Some of those patches were $5,000 to $10,000, unquote." But in 2009, Zuffa and the UFC restricted its fighter sponsor policy by requiring that all apparel brands first pay Zuffa a $50,000 brand affiliation fee before making individual deals with UFC fighters. Fucking nuts. Zuffa also had a new fighter bout agreement which required fighters to grant Zuffa full rights to use their likeness in games with no extra compensation. That's for video games and stuff like that. So basically all the UFC games that you have your favorite fighters in, Zuffa, the company, gets paid for it, but the actual fighter doesn't get paid for that. Dana White cut a fighter from